Welcome back, everyone. Well, with this nice weather, a lot of folks getting excited about their garden.
I am.
Yeah, well, why not? Yeah, I was kind of taking a survey of it yesterday. And Tracy Marceron is back in our studios, and you've got a fun project to get you even more excited about the garden.
Yes, yeah. This is a great thing to do before your garden comes into bloom. Because after taking the leaves off mine yesterday, I noticed I have all these little things sprouting up.
Yes.
Gets me excited, but it's still kind of blah right now.
Right, and it's brown.
So you can make some artwork to put in the garden now, and then when the flowers come up, it'll be incorporated into the color scheme that all the flowers are going to be. One thing I love to have in my garden is blue, and it's so hard to find blue flowers.
I agree,
so,
yeah.
So I do garden stones that can be displayed as pieces of artwork. They just start out as the concrete pavers, which come in all different sizes and shapes, and they usually have a rough texture. So they're a little bit more challenging to paint.
Okay.
But one thing you want to make sure you paint on them with is the outdoor paint.
Yeah.
It's a little thicker, it's a little bit more difficult to apply, but that's what's going to last years out in your yard or getting snowed on and rained on throughout the years. How long have you had yours outside?
I've had mine for at least 3 years.
Good.
And I mean, I don't take it in, and it's still very vibrant.
Good.
Yeah, bright.
And a lot of people will dig a hole for these to go down into the ground a little bit and just leave them flat with their grass
like
for
a stepping stone.
I did that, and I had one last for many years too until it grew over with grass.
Yeah.
That's what kind of yard keeper I am. So make sure you use the outdoor paint. Comes in a large variety of colors, and you just want to make sure that you wait 4 days before you put that outside because you don't want to expose it to any moisture. It has to set up for 4 days.
Yeah.
And then I take the cheater method. I just squirt a little bit straight onto the stone.
Okay.
You might want a base coat. I tried one this time without base coating, and just force that down into all the little textural grooves
very porous,
that are there.
obviously.
And some concrete stones are way more porous than that one.
Okay.
Then you can decide whether or not you want to go onto the sides. You can freehand paint. 3 of mine here I freehand painted. 1 I stenciled, and then I didn't like it after I stenciled it.
So you can just do it over and
sometimes
go
I don't
over,
like the way the stencil is. So I fought with the stencil for a little while, and then I decided, I just didn't like the way it was coming out. So I actually used the design I stenciled as a base of what I wanted to paint. And that's where my dragonfly came from.
Okay.
So feel free to do that. Then I do reverse stenciling, which this crow I made as a stencil originally, and then I liked doing the reverse of it by placing that on the stone and then pouncing with a stencil brush around it in brown. And then what you'll have is a little relief of where the picture should be. Paint that right in, and that's how my crow came to be.
Oh, so like a shadow effect almost.
The shadow, and then that way it's shadowy all around it. It looks more old-fashioned.
Yeah.
But these other stones, with time, will get a little bit of earth on them, and the weathering, and will get broken in to look like they've been around for a while too.
Absolutely beautiful. And we do want to mention real quickly, you've got some fun events going on at the Next Generation Theater.
Yep. This Wednesday we have the Dan Cashman Show taping live. He'll tape 3 segments of shows, and then. Not this weekend, but the following weekend, our youngest kids group has been working on Frog and Toad, which is a musical covering all the seasons, starting with spring.
Okay.
And that's going to be fun for the whole family.
Wonderful. Next weekend, not this weekend.
Right, that's right. But Dan Cashman's this Wednesday.
All right, excellent. Thank you, Tracy.
Thanks,
we'll be
Joy.
right back.